everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 15 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play series of OceanBlock, where I'm producing some blood magic-y type things today. As you can see, we completed the quest for Tier 3 Blood Altar. It got us an ultimate compressing factory. I mean, if you're gonna give me that, metallurgic osmium compressor, that's the replacement for that, right? That seems pretty awesome sauce. Now, how come you don't have power cables under you? That's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that question. But yeah, you probably want power, right? Do I have any more ultimate cables, or did I use them all? Not ultimate, it's universal. They both start with U. I don't know why they didn't have that hooked up, but okay. There you go. Sweet. I'll take that. That's not a bad reward at all. That is not a bad reward at all. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So, hey, last episode we got a Tier 2 altar going. We also got some Ender Lilies cooking. And guess how many Ender Pearls I've got? Exactly enough to turn into 2 Ender Blocks. How cool is that? How cool is that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm just going to pop you out of here because that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put you in here. And then you should grow a lot quicker. Nice. Now you've got 10 more seconds before you potentially produce an Ender Pearl for me. So I'm going to let that expire, and I'm going to kill a little bit of time by just talking about the fact that I'm going to let this 10 seconds pass. See how good that was? And now the 10 seconds have passed, and I'm done talking. Perfect. See, I'm a professional. There you go. Now it takes 1:44 rather than almost 5 minutes. So that's a significant speed increase, I would say. With that now covered, I can put my end stone away. And let's go towards Tier 3 Blood Altar crafting. Now, I happen to have a few reinforced slates. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get... How am I for slates? I've got a few of these. And I've also got some smooth stone I could get. I call it smooth stone because that's what I've always called it. Now, oh, probably because that's the next tier of questing. I bet that's you. 16 of any solid block. So how's my LP in here? Enough. Enough. And you're ready to go for the next daggery bit? Yes, excellent. You know what I should do? I should get some of the runes that hold extra stuff, but I think that's runes of capacity. Do they need imbued slates? They need to be Tier 3. So I can't prepare that in advance. But what I can do is get myself 4 reinforced slates. I can break these and make them self-sacrifice runes. And that would not be a terrible plan. Even though they don't... So you can put self-sacrifice runes, they're just not going to do anything at this point. But once I upgrade it to Tier 3, they will do something. I accidentally somehow took off my... Pressing tab, it took off my... I pressed tab to open up my UI, and it was not what I wanted it to do. Self-sacrifice runes is what we want, though. Yes. And then orb. Yes. And then can I have 4 of those without too much of a fuss? I can-ish, but I need more glowstone. But I should have enough glowstone. I'm pretty sure I do. And then we're good. Sweet. Alright. So let's put you guys here. So this will still be, like I said, a Tier 2 altar at this point. It just, you don't get the benefits. At least it should be a Tier 2 altar still. Yes. You just don't get the benefits of these sacrifice runes until we do the next step. So let's remember, is it 1 step away at this point, or is it the next tier that happens? So it's 1 step away and 1 step down. And I can visualize this, which I'll probably do. Perfect. Perfect, actually. Look at it go. All right. So then you guys want your 20 extra runes to basically go here. Cool. Beautiful. And then we just need the glowstone caps, and we'll be good to go. So you're going to want... Let's put stone bricks there. And glowstone, ready to go. Or sea lanterns, apparently. That could have been a thing. Huzzah! Tier 3! Nice! Tier 3, good to go. Now I can start getting imbued slates so we can get some capacity runes. Now, if I want my Tier 3 orb, which is the Magician one, I need 25,000-ish LP. But I think the first thing... Well, let's get the imbued slates so that we can get the Magician's Blood Orb, so that we can then get ourselves the better stuff here. I think that's a good plan all around. Cool? Yeah, that should be good. Now here's my awesome sandwiches, which I love. I think I know why they weren't stacking before. It doesn't remember the name of my sandwich, which is a little bit of a bummer. A little bit of a bummer. But you should now have no problem turning into a Tier 3 slate. I'm going to get like 5-ish of these. I think that sounds like a good number. And we'll kind of go from there and see if that's enough. So I think 5 is the number I'm going to go for. Right? I think that sounds good. And also the self-sacrifice runes. I've got 8 of them now, so that's going to make me get even more LP per self-sacrifice. But that was a bad test because I wasn't full health for that. I just wanted to make sure not to lose my progress on my Tier 3 slates. And you're fully satisfied, right? Cool. That one last little ham hock, it always slows me down so much. I wish I could overeat. Some mods let you do that. So we're at about 1,000, I would say. 1,000 minus 2. So if I self-sacrifice now, we're at 6,180. So 5,180 is what we're getting. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. So yeah, I want about 5 of these. Let's come back in a minute once I've gotten all 5. Deal? Deal. Dyer, why do you have 15 buckets? Well, I think you'll find that I'm making runes of capacity. Thank you very much. So once this is complete, we should be ready to go. So what I'm going to do is take 5 of these. So it's actually here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if I vein mine you, yeah, you can kind of see the outline. It's going to vein mine the other ones. So I don't want that. Perfect. Now I can get out. So then you guys, runes of capacity, you're good, you're good, you're good. 4, so close, 5. Beautiful. Now let's get back to a Tier 3 altar, which can now hold, boom, a lot more. What's the capacity? I think I have to use the divination sigil. 20,000 LP? I'm going to call that good enough. Because what I can do now then is I can fill this thing up entirely, right? And then if I want my Tier 3 orb, the Magician's one, it's gold that I need, right? So I just need a block of gold. I think we have plenty of those. We do. Okay. So I'm going to fill it up entirely. And then before I start the crafting process, I'm going to be ready to do another self-sacrifice, which gives me 5,000. Okay. So, easy peasy. Little process here. And then I'll have the Tier 3 orb, which will be awesome. I'm going to leave that hole there. I like that there. Well, no, I'm going to get rid of it. It's all good. So that's 12,000-ish. $17. I like that you no longer get that debuff, so you can kind of do this as much as you want, and it works out just fine. So I knew that I didn't have full health there, but it was enough to get me over the threshold, right? And I think that's what's up. So let's start this crafting process. I'm going to make sure my health fills up, and then when this thing gets low enough, we can self-sacrifice, right? So when we're around 14,000 is when I'll trigger it. And that's it. That should be enough LP now to make the tier 3 orb. And then we can get better stone steps here. Now is probably not a bad idea to start smelting more of these. And there's no reason not to do that, because might as well keep filling up the altar while I'm waiting for the craft to occur. Cool? Okay, so now if we want, let's do stone paths. So we just need some kind of smooth stone. And for this, we're going to need 2, not 3. So if we go back to the incense altar, we can see here that it's 2 stone and then 2 worn stone, right? So it's only 6 times 4 is 24. So that's how many I need of these. And hey, look, it's my blood orb. Yeah, see, we're low on smooth stone. That should be good. I will never not call it smooth stone. I legitimately think Mojang was trolling us all when they named their new stone variant smooth stone. Because everybody, am I the only one who called it smooth stone? I feel like everybody called it smooth stone, right? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Come back here, you. Not that it's a big deal. Okay, so you're going to go here, and then we can use our exchanging gadget. It just makes life easier to exchanging gadget it, right? Wow, neither of those worked out. Beautiful. Cool. So now your bonus is 60 in theory, right? 119. Nice. We're actually very close to the max that we would be allowed. 120 is the max you can hit with stone paths. So what I can do is get some dirt. And just expand this out a little bit. And I can totally just till this up. And it's not really until the higher tiers that you have to worry too much about, you know, doing an amazing job. With variety and everything. There we go. Now, Mr. Drowned, if you trample over my crops, we're going to have a problem, sir. That'll do. Okay. So this was carrots going this way. And these were potatoes. And these were wheat seeds. Cool. Potatoes. Wheat seeds. Carrots. Let's get me a few more seeds and we should be cool. That'll do. Tranquility bonus 120%. Beautiful. So let's see how much LP we get from one shot of this now. Cool. So we're at... Let me just drain it completely with my Magician's Blood Orb now, which is cool beans. Shouldn't take too long to drain. But you know me, I'm impatient. So I'm going to do the thing. Alright, so now from an empty tank, we will get, boom, 7128. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Also, for the record, you can hold the knife, but I don't think it does anything. I don't think it does anything to hold right-click with the knife. Let's drain this again and just demonstrate that. So you are now empty. You can hold right-click and then release it, and it's still 7128. So I don't think that there's a reason to do that, right? I mean, it doesn't hurt, obviously, but it doesn't help either. Hey, I got lead seeds as a quest reward. That's cool. Let's hand in that dude real quick and see... Ah, garden cloche. That's actually 4 garden cloches by no... That's kind of cool. Because those things, they can be good times, right? Like, they can do the whole, you know, stuff and things. I might wind up making those useful for me. Simple machine frame. Cool. 3 of them from Industrial Foregoing. All right, so this guy's, boom, doing a great job. He's ready to roll. I've got the tier 3 thing. Let's check out the growth doohickey. And then we might... I'm going to debate whether I want to jump right into tier 4 so we can get into some automations and stuff. That might not be a bad plan for us. Because automating will be the key here, as usual, in a Dire series. Dire doesn't not automate. Now, but first things first, I'd like to get the growth reagent. So I can make that in the alchemy table with sugarcane, sugar, and 2 saplings. So how am I for sugarcane? Not bad, but I should probably consider hopper potting that dude, for sure. How am I for... Wow, I've got none of the clay things that I need. I'm going to get 2 sets of these dudes. I should really just, like, invest in speed upgrades for the smelter at this point. But, you know Dire. I'll get there eventually. Okay, so that means that I should have no problem getting a couple of hopper bonsai pots. Sweet. I'm going to save one for later, but I will definitely... Is there like a nice, fast way to do this? So red sand. Snad is a big growth file. Okay, that's cool. Phytosoil, tilled phytosoil. Sand, red sand. Snad is good. Red snad. Phytosoil is really good. I don't know that I can get phytosoil easily. That requires some phytogrow charcoal. How? Okay, cool. From thermal, huh? Just curious. Phytogrow? That doesn't look bad. Looks really easy. Remember how much niter and appetite we've got? I mean, like, should have no problem. Should have no problem with this. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm, you know, as a matter of fact, I already had some. Does it have to be charcoal? I guess it does. Do we have any oak? We have oak saplings. Does that count? I guess. Alright, trees, grow. Oh, good. Whew, that was close. We'll get all this automated at some point, I'm sure. I'm gonna call that enough. I also need a magnet to do magnet. Wonder if there's like a simple magnet in this pack. Let's find out, shall we? There is Fluxomagnet from Thermal. There's a Magneto from Lost Trinkets, but that is just gonna, yeah. So I could get the Fluxomagnet. That doesn't seem too hard. There you go. Sweet. And it doesn't need RF or nothing? It does need energy. It needs a smidgen of energy. Nice. I'll take it. Sweet. Alright, so now with the Phytogrow ready to go, we're going to want some oak logs turned into charcoal, please. The rest of you stuff can go away. Now we can get some phytosoil. I wonder if, like, how good this is. I mean, it definitely makes things grow faster in botany pots. I wonder if it's, like, good for mystical agriculture? Oh. We'll find out. And then a chest, please. If I don't have one, we're going to make some more. And you're going to go down to what is rapidly becoming my plant growing area, which we're probably going to want to improve. But with you in there now, sugarcane should go that much faster. Look at that. 25-second growth time. That's not bad. That's not bad. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So anyway, you needed to turn into sugar so that you guys could combine with a couple of saplings. And you? Sweet. Growth reagent. And then this guy needs a reinforced slate, which I think is also tier 2. So, I mean, technically we could have done this last episode, but meh. Do we have any extra slates? We have a demonic, so I'll just do this. It works. Give me my sword back. Let's go, buddy. Reinforced slate. Booyah. And that should turn into a Sigil of the Green Grove. Now, how's my LP network looking? Not bad, actually. 16K. Let me throw a little bit more in there. Well, no, I think we'll be fine. So I'm pretty sure this guy can bone meal crops by just right-clicking them, but it probably doesn't work on... Yeah, it applies a bone meal effect. So if it works on a regular crop like this dude, it works, right? But it won't work on this because you can't bone meal these. So it's a waste. However, I can shift right click and it should maybe... Is that working on those? I think it does. It forces a growth on those. So it doesn't apply bone meal when you have shift right click applied. That's pretty awesome right there. Look how fast that's going now. That is a little ridiculous. And that's what I'm here for, folks. I'm here for a little bit ridiculous. I'm 100% here for that. That's my goal. Is a little ridiculous, and I think we've achieved it. Even without the growth accelerators underground, that's really good. So if we like get to a position where it's like I need a lot of a type of seed, like I think I'm leaning away from these hopper botany pots, unless I just want it to be like slow and steady, like with the silicon, then it works. But if it's something like diamonds, where I'm like I need a lot of them, like we've got, holy cow, a lot of stacks of diamond right now. That is awesome. That is awesome. I think mission accomplished. What do you guys think? I think that's awesome. I mean, right? Now, my only problem with this is that, like, multiple stacks of diamonds and stuff fill up. So we're going to have to do something to prevent that from happening. We're going to have to do something to prevent this from filling up with multiple stacks of diamonds. We'll have to do some kind of, like, only insert a stack kind of deal. We'll see. Now that we have a ton of diamonds, I'd like to speed up our Inferium production. So that's base. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch you guys back to Inferium seeds here. Because Inferium's kind of slow at the moment, by comparison to my diamond, mostly because I've done a bad job of growth accelerating any of these things. So they're all kind of on, you know, mediocre ground, right? So what I'll probably do, let's get... I don't know if... I'm still not sure if this ground is faster growing, but I feel like it is. But what we can do... Let's do Mystical Agriculture. Let's get a couple... I would like another tertium farmland if I can. That would be cool. But let's get... this... Let's get 4 of these. So what I would like is growth accelerators. I want 8 of these. Are we out of prosperity shards again? I thought I had enough, but I might be lying to myself about having enough. Oh no, we do. I just didn't get them out of here yet. Aha. Cool. And I might even want to go... 8 more for this tier. Because honestly, at this point, like, diamonds ain't no thing. Okay. Do I have any more of this stuff in here? I have a bit. I have a ton of it already compressed down, but if I can be cheaper about it, that would be cool. So 24... 21. We're super close. I'm going to do you. There you go. Nice. And then we've got enough for a little bit of tertium farmland, which is going to be 4 of those. Perfect. All right, here's what I'm going to do. You two I'd like to be tertium farmland if I can. But you've got things going to you, and that's annoying to me. That is annoying. This side's all clear, though. Right? Yeah, this side's all clear. So all 4 are going to be tertium farmland. It's just these 2. Okay, and you can have these seeds back. So you should plant them on all those, right? Inferium seeds? Perfect. And then these 2 will be the ones that get the stuff. I wish Shrink was in this pack. I literally might just add it. Because that is the best mod. So I'm just going to dig straight down from here. Let's try and keep this relatively mess-free. But I should be able to go pretty deep here, because I've got both types of growth accelerator. So we're going to go all the way down like we did with the others. Perfect. How come you are not... How come I have extras? I shouldn't have extras of you. But Inferium is what I want a ton of. Yeah, so... We'll fix that in a minute. I think I didn't plant them right underneath the soil, right? Because I placed the soil, I didn't finish placing the growth accelerators. I believe that's accurate. We'll find out in a second. That is accurate. That is what I did. See? Good thing we had the other ones to measure by. That's cool. Alright, so now if we come over here, what we should find is these guys growing like crazy. Yep, that's what I would expect. Those 2 are growing like crazy. These 2 are still a little bit slower, but not bad. Let's make sure that you're watering canned. It would eventually get there, obviously, but, you know. And let's just make sure that you guys are going to behave yourselves. Right? Yes, good. You're behaving yourselves. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, what I might throw is a few more Inferium seeds in there, just to be safe. And the reason for that safety is that it takes a few seconds for the item pipes to route the things through. So having a few extra in the buffer is nice. Cool. And then if I want this to be even faster, I just turn this on, and now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. How great is that? I love it. I love it. That thing, this is a win. This is a big win. That's a big win right there. All right, I'm going to call that wrapping up point. So Devil 20 signing off. We did good. I think between episodes, I might make enough stuff. So if I want to progress in blood magic, the next major task for me would be getting the bloodstone things. So I need weak blood shards. So that's going to be a process, right? A little bit of a process. So to get those, we need that sword from blood magic. Don't we? Or is there a new way to get the things now? I forget. Isn't there a sword, or is that no longer a thing? Binding reagent? Yeah. That does not have a sword to it. Oh. Oh. So we're gonna have to... Did we run into this in the past? I'm now forgetting. I'm now forgetting. The Sanguine Reverter is used to create weak blood shards and revert blood orbs to their input crafting. Oh, so we're going to need saturated tau to make weak blood shards. Interesting. We might want to look into this, because I have no idea what the deal is. Saturated tau. Well, that's on the to-do list. Boom, boom, boom. We'll figure it out next episode. Sound like fun? So this, I think we're getting into like the what's new in blood magic stage, which is cool, because obviously everything we've done thus far has been kind of like, yeah, we've seen this before. We know this bit. But now I think we're going to break into some new stuff. Because this looks new to me. I don't remember this at all. Have I done this before? I really hope not, because I have no idea. Alright guys, Devil 20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and figure out what this saturated tau stuff is all about. Alright guys, take it easy.